You're listening to the Radio Wammo Breakfast, only on Kiwi.
Well, goodness me. Gosh, I like the sound of that. Oh, boy, it's the sound of Pig Out. Pig Out are live with me now in the Kiwi studio. Kit and Marie. They've come in to, well, it's basically, I guess you guys are dropping off a song, which is, it's kind of nice, because normally, you know, stuff arrives in the mail, and we don't normally have bands come on in and say, hey, here's our new track. So this is really refreshing. Kit and Marie, good morning.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Very, very good.
Yeah.
What have you guys been up to? You're currently basing yourselves in Auckland City?
Yeah, we've been here for about a year and a half.
Originally, of course, from the UK.
Yeah, I am, and Marie spent a lot of time over there. We kind of like came over here a few years ago, and Pig Out started in very early 2006.
In Christchurch.
Yeah, in Christchurch City. And before Pig Out, there was other incarnations of things, wasn't there?
Yeah, we were in a band called House of Dolls before that.
Which seems like a very long time.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that was really rad. And then Pig Out kind of started from that. Just very, I don't know what the word is 'cause it's so early. Spontaneously.
Yeah. Spontaneous combustion band.
Yeah.
But we've been pretty much based in Auckland over the last 18 months, writing and recording a new album.
And also playing out as well.
Yeah,
A big old gig the other week with Pitch Black.
Good.
Yeah, that was massive. Yeah,
that was really
awesome.
fun.
Tell us what was behind that, because I heard that there was a bigger motivation rather than just a gig. There was something else going on.
Well, just Pitch Black were in contact with Tiger Beer, who put some money behind 3 shows, and they've all just been really amazing shows. And yeah, it's really good considering it's like recession that someone's putting loads of money into something purely musical.
Yeah. I think Pitch Black really just wanted to do something special as well. I know they put a lot of their own money into it as well, and they just wanted to create like a really big autumn visual and sound show.
And was it?
And it was.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
They made like such a huge effort with the visuals. Like, it looked incredible.
They're the best in the business at the
they
visuals,
really
aren't
know.
they?
Yeah, they're incredible. It was like being at an old rave or something. It was like every corner had something in it, visuals and lights and kind of decorations.
But they were also beautifully done. Like, it wasn't kind of like a lame camo net thrown over anything. You know, it was like
mid-90s style.
It progressed a lot.
It was
awesome.
It was really amazing. Like shaped metal mesh with projections, kind of tuned to that shape, and really incredible. Yeah, and the sound was amazing as well. And just for a band like us to be able to play through really quality sound systems makes a massive difference, because the music is just it's got a lot of sub bass, it's got a lot of kind of highs, and it really needs to kind of be released properly.
You want to talk about that? I mean, how has the Pig Out music evolved since forming in 2006? Because it seemed to me the early stuff was an evolution of the band. Yeah, well, it was sort of
it was, because we had a live bass player, we had live percussionist, we were a lot heavier on the vocals, and now it has been kind of stripped down to 2 of us now, and it's a lot less rambling than it was.
So what does that mean? Does that mean you guys on keys?
Yeah,
is that kind of setup?
Yeah, we use keys and samples and Ableton. Yeah.
So what you can do in a live setting, you can also do in the production suite, and vice versa.
It's a lot more on stage now. It reflects how the tracks sound on the record,
right?
And it's a lot more pure. Like, we can just do things on stage now that we could never do before with live musicians. I think it's a lot more hard out.
And do you fit anything into a particular genre right now? Because what I'm hearing right now, this track 2 on this sort of pre-release, it sounds dubsteppy. Would that be?
Yeah. Essentially, like the album it's got like 16 tracks on, so it's a lot of music. But it would be electro, dubstep, a bit of kind of almost drum and bass breakbeat stuff, and under the whole umbrella of rave which can mean a lot of different things to a lot of people, but it's just it's like all the extremes of lots of different types of electronic music.
It does have connotations, the word rave, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I think even but I think most people think of a rave as like something really extreme and really big and really full on, and kind of that's pretty much what the album's like.
Yeah,
some parts are very minimal, but they sound incredible on a big system.
Now I know that you're both artists separate to music as well, visual artists as well.
Yeah.
Are you managing to fit in that side of things
No.
at the moment? Not at all. No.
Well,
why is that? Not inspired, or?
No. It's just when you're creating music, it's so full on, and you dedicate all your time to. I'd love to be doing other stuff, but
it's pretty hard to get your brain around doing two different things like that, both of them really well. I mean, we've put 100% into this for the last 18 months.
Is it paying off? Are you finding an audience here and overseas?
Yeah, it's just because the album's only just come back from being mastered very recently, like in the last couple of weeks. We've just been flowing it out to people, but when we were finishing tracks, we were sending them to friends or DJing them out, and the response was huge, and actually it's really worth it, because we spent like a year on the album solid, and it's kind of blown people away already, so that's really cool.
Really?
And there's only a few people who've really heard it, but it sounds really great.
Yeah. You mentioned the R word a little bit earlier on in the interview. Is recession affecting music from your perspective?
Well, not from maybe our perspective, but I don't know, like, it's sometimes tough for venues to put a guarantee down to get you somewhere, but ultimately, if they know that you're going to pull off a good show, they'll book you. So it hasn't really affected us too much, but I think when the album comes out, for us, we're going to be selling it a lot on Beatport, iTunes, Vodafone, Telecom, so the digital media. And so since our last record, where we didn't have that, that's going to be interesting to see how that changes, and whether people will prefer to buy something online, which will be slightly cheaper than buying a physical CD, which will have a really lovely cover. And so I think that's more where you see a difference.
Does that mean that you're cutting out any kind of middleman, record label?
No. No, we got loads of middlemen.
Yeah,
loads of fat little piggies taking money.
No, we're with TARDIS. The album's coming out on TARDIS through Universal.
And what they help with distribution?
Yes, it's all distributed through Universal.
But do you retain? So I guess you retain the independence of when you're selling stuff online, all profits go direct to you.
No, that's through TARDIS.
Essentially,
the label will take a cut, and so would the website. But I think there's various ways you can do it.
But they remove some of the headache and process of that, I'd imagine.
Well, they remove some of the physical side of it, like people going in and picking out a CD and taking it to the counter, which is a massive part of people's enjoyment of buying something. I think in 20 years' time there'll be absolutely no thought about buying digital music and it being just the most normal thing. But for some people, still, it's not as gratifying as buying a CD.
Yeah. Well, Kid and Marie from Pig Out, I'm really keen to play the brand new single. Once people have heard it on the radio, is there another place they can go to hear it online? Is that going to happen?
It'll be available to buy through iTunes on October 19.
Great.
Yeah.
Not too long to wait.
Yeah, it's not too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Any previews on social media, MySpace, anything like that?
Yeah, well, you got to be kind of not careful, but if you put things on MySpace, people can generally download it. So you've got to be kind of. Are you
worried about that?
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is that we spent a year writing the record, and now we're promoting it with gigs and everything. And the thing is if people swipe it for free, like we have to go out and get real jobs, in which case we can't make music and can't tour. So it's a kind of the track's like $2 to buy or something. So I mean, it's like if you love the music that you want to support, and people actually in New Zealand are very, very, very good at supporting music that they understand. I think just how money is it's kind of tight.
It's good to hear that from someone inside the music industry, someone who knows. That's great.
Yeah. Well,
the New Zealand public's constantly being told off at the moment for things. So
yeah, well, you know, so they're kind of naughty as well.
Well, I've always found New Zealand, especially with bands that are from New Zealand, they're more than happy to actually pay for it online rather than just get it for free.
It depends. Like, a beer's like, $7.
Yeah.
So I mean, and that's gone in like 20 seconds. So if you're gonna buy an album, it's like twice that, and you got it forever.
Very true. Hey, what's it called?
The album is called Rave X,
and the single we're going to play.
The single is called Top Boy.
Top Boy. Pig Out. Kit and Marie, thanks so much for coming on in.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
man. Cheers.